it's Naila, and this is Girl, What You Reading? And today I want to talk to you guys about 7 Days in June. Unfortunately, today it is a very rainy day, and for some reason I decided to flat iron my hair this morning, and this is what happens because of the rain. But you did not come here for Black girl hair problems. You came here to discuss 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. Right there. All right, so after I read A Love Song for Ricky Wilde, you guys know that I fell in love with Tia Williams' style of writing. And so I decided, or actually you guys decided for me, because this was one of the 25 for 2025 that I had to read. You guys decided to send it to me, and I was like, bet, because I already know that I like her style of writing. So I was sure that this one was going to be just as good, and guess what? It was. I absolutely loved this book. I was actually starting to believe that I no longer liked romance novels or love stories, or I was jaded or something, I don't know. But this one just tells me that it's the writing styles that I haven't really been appreciating that I've been reading lately. Right? So they met, the main characters met when they were younger. They're both writers. They met in a very unconventional way, and it speaks volumes because the ending of the story is very unconventional. Like, it's not very tied up in a nice clean bow where it's happily ever after and that's it. You have to like dig deeper into the story and figure out, like, it's a real love story. It's like what real love lives are like, right? We don't all get the fluffy fairy tale love story. And I feel like that was one of the reasons why I really, really appreciated this book. She got me on this one. I gave the book 4.5 stars. And only the 0.5 stars because there were some places where it dipped a little bit for me. But for the most part, I'm definitely a newfound fan of Tia Williams. Thank you guys for recommending her to me, those of you that did. They grow up, they meet each other again. She finds out that her mother had a lot to do with why they broke up the first time. And she has this very weird mother-daughter dynamic, which he also has a weird family life. I'm trying not to give away too many spoilers in this, and especially because it's not a new book. It's really not that much of a new book. Some people have already read it. Most people probably have. But my point is that I recommend that you guys grab it, pick it up. It definitely restored my love of reading just a little bit of romance. Like, my romance has to have a reason for it. Like, we're not just jumping into bed for the sake of jumping into bed. It has to have some substance, right? And that for me is what Tia did in this book. Yeah, I think that's what she did for me in A Love Song for Ricky Wilde also. So she definitely hit on a lot of those topics that we don't talk about as much in reading. It's about a real life relationship, love story. She has a child now. She has to think about the benefits of her child, which is why it winds up not being tied up in a cutesy little bow, because he let down her child, and you cannot let down a child and think that this relationship is going to prosper. So, and that's real life, right? So it's because he's not used to having somebody depend on him, because nobody ever has, because he's always been a screw up. So it's so many. And then even in the fact that he's always been a screw up, like, it's not even his fault, right? Like, things just happen in life that just happen to happen to him. So again, I really did enjoy this book. I hope you guys do too. Okay, so that's it for now. I don't know what else I could say that wouldn't be like super spoiler alert, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna say I loved it. I suggest you guys pick it up. I read it on Libby, actually. I got it from my local library on Libby. And in case you guys don't know what Libby is the app that you put your library card on the app, and then all the things that your local library has, you can read it ebook, you can read it audiobook if that's what you prefer. And yeah, so that's one of the good things about Libby. I think they got movies and everything on Libby. I'm not sure. I haven't really delved that deep into it. I just know that I get a lot of my free books, because they're free, from Libby. There's also Hoopla that does the same thing. So, you know, check that out with your local library, see what your local library is connected to, and yeah, get into it. Those are just the ways that I wind up reading for free, because I know I get a lot of those questions, like, how are you reading so many books? Libby, Hoopla. Everin is a subscription service that I'm also connected with, which Everin right now, I'm not sure about Everin right now, because Everin is charging you to read books now. And they didn't used to do that. It used to be unlimited once you paid that one monthly fee. Now, there are some books that are unlimited, but the really, really good ones, you got to pay for. And I'm not loving it. Or you could pay a higher subscription amount and you could get 3 books. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about Everend. I also do Audible every now and then. I wind up deleting my account for Audible and waiting until they come up with some other little special or whatever, and then I wind up purchasing Audible again. Just my little take on how to save some money there. But yeah, I have all kinds of different ways that I am reading all these different books. And then also I'm a teacher, so I'm surrounded by books all the time. So I do have a lot of different ways that I am reading specifically. Oh my gosh, my hair. Okay, I'm gonna get off of this camera because I'm not loving this look for me. But until next time, bye.